Hi, everybody. Hi, my loves. Welcome to my channel. How is everybody doing tonight? All right, everybody. We're going to get started here soon. Let me just get on here and we'll get started. Dun, 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 dun. So let's get started here really quickly. And let's see. Beauty babe, intuitive babe. Who's on with me? My lonely dove, my lonely doves tonight, tonight. I'm in love like you tonight. Give me everything tonight. All right, everybody. Who's the lonely dove? It came on and off. Whatever. Okay, let me get. I'm live streaming like right now. All right, let me get on here real quick. Let me turn this one down because that one's just for the and let me get all the comments going here, everyone. So that way, everyone is in the comments. Hi, everybody. Hi, my lonely doves. Hi, hi. All right, let's get it here. Let's get it. What's it gonna do? Okay, so we're gonna. All right, everybody. Tonight is guess what? You can ask my intuition, my beautiful brain. Anything. Do you have a problem? Maybe my brain can help you. Who's on? What lonely doves are on tonight? My lonely doves. My lonely doves. Oh my God, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to start by, here we go. Well, I'm going to warm it up for all of you. I'm just going to warm it up the show. I had to come and flat iron my hair. It looked so awful today. It was terrible today, everybody. I had to sit in flat iron. Do a little flat iron hustle, right? Jason is on. Jason's in the house of Tina and Wright tonight, right? For all we know, we might not get tomorrow, no tonight. Oh my, Tina, right? Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey, give me everything tonight. All right, let's see what's going on in this house tonight. Hold on a second. Because we got stuff to do. We got boards to scrub, right? Even if it's just you and I, Jason. Listen, we got this stuff to do tonight, right? And we got things going on. What's going on? What's going on? So here we go, everybody. I got albums, boards, and we're going to scratch this night up. All right, everybody. Got some new sandpaper here. I heard Dollar Tree, everything is going up to $1.75. Is that true? I haven't been at Dollar Tree in like a few days. I don't know. It better not, man. Dollar Tree's trying to beat us up over the head with prices. I can't, but everything comes from China. So, right? Dollar Tree, everything comes from China. No shit. Gee whiz. Can't we make stuff in our own country? Can't we just do that so our prices are so low, right? All right, so I'm going to scratch up an album. I'll warm it up by an album, and let's see what the album is up to. Let's see what's going on. Let's just scratch it out with a little album tonight. Let's do a little piece of art to open up the show tonight. Right here, right, everybody? I use my intuition to be my guide, to tap out the most euphoric art, you ever want to know, right? Call it space, art, beauty, whatever you want to call it. I tap it out with my intuition, everybody. Tonight. Okay. All right. So here we go, everybody. We got this. And I just want to scratch this up. Hi, Jason. How you doing? Ugh. All right. So I'm going to scratch this up while I'm talking to all of you. Let's see what's going on. Let's just tap out the most incredible piece of art. Let's see if we find something interesting on the board. It could just about anything. I'm not even asking it anything, but I want the board to give me everything, right? It's like, give me everything. Give me, just give me everything tonight. Hold on a second. You know, I'm getting my glasses on. Just give me ever, man. I can't. These are. Phew. I thought I wiped these glasses off. Hold on a minute, everybody. Okay, hold on a second, everyone. I thought I wiped these off. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Okay, I thought I wiped these glasses off. I'm really, really sorry. Hi, Cav. How you doing, baby? Tap, 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 tap. Kevin's on. John Paul's on. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this right here, and I'm gonna scrub up an album, and I'm just gonna work an album really quick and see what we can come up with. Oh, thank you very much. John Paul's Messes Retracted. So while I'm, who wants to pick the color that's coming out of the black hole tonight? Oh, you know, because the black is for the black hole, and that gives me the most beautiful, euphoric art, everyone. Right? Hi, Kev. How's everybody doing tonight? Kev's on. John Paul, you missed Mr. Butch was on last night. Thank you. Mr. Butch was on last night, John Paul. You missed him. Mr. Butch is nearing to this is week. He rang the bell, everybody. Mr. Butch rang the bell. This is his last week of chemo. So, all right. So let's just find out what we're gonna try and see on this album. I'm gonna rough this up. I will. He rang the bell today, everyone. Mr. Butch was his last round of chemo treatments. So now he got like a lot of MRIs and stuff to get through to make sure all the cancer's killed, because Mr. Butch had the most severe cancer, and they've done a lot of medical miracles on him. So I will tell him that. You are on his ex, John Paul. Yeah, he's a cool dude. And he can't wait to get on his motorcycle, which, you know, who knows when that'll be, right? Well, I'll take video. I told him I'll take video of him. Okay. So he was here last night. Steven surprised me. Okay. So I'm gonna tap out a piece of art tonight. Let's just get it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it tonight. Yeah, Mr. Butch is really nice. And so, I mean, he is a very, very nice person. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Good human, right? That walks this earth. Mr. Butch is a good human. All right, everybody. I'm just going to try to get this paint here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a dress, and I turned it into turned it into a short set. Oh, man. You know, my creative mind. I do all kind of stuff. I do all kinds of things. I'm Miss Experiments over here. I love experimenting on stuff. All right. Let me tap this out. I'm going to use this one. Let's see. Let's use this. Shh. Tonight, we're going to tap it out. Let's find out something. I don't even know what, but I'm not even asking it anything. Let's just tap out something. I'll take you down to the board, everyone. Let's just do this. Let's tap out and find out what's going on. I'll back up a little bit. Let's just back it up and let's see what this album, let's see what it does, you know. We don't know until we tap it out and see actually what I'm going to get on this album. I'm anxious to find out, like, what kind of art. It wanted me to start out with red, but I don't know. I didn't do that. Hold on a second. Okay. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. This is going to be unique looking, right? I'm going to add a little bit of blue in here too. Okay, Jason. Pass plan. Okay. Drop you down real low, everyone, so we can look at this. I don't even know what we're going to see. Woo, what the heck are we seeing here? What the heck is this? Oh my God. Wait a minute, everybody. Wait, wait. Something's going on in this board. Hold on a minute. Wait. Hold on a minute. Wait, one moment, everybody. Let me see. Wait a minute. This is weird. Look at this. There's something strange going on this board. What is this? It looks like a hat, but it looks like, that's weird. This is definitely strange, everyone. I don't know what is going on with that. Yeah, it looks like a hat, though. They have a hat on or something. Look at that. Now, keep in mind, now look at that. That's weird, everybody. Hold on. We're going to leave this like this. There's something, I'm supposed to leave this like this. This is strange. What the heck is going on? Yeah, there's something up with this. This is weird. I mean, I don't even know. I wasn't trying to tap out nothing bizarre tonight or anything, but it just happens like this, everyone. And there's messages, always a message every time I sit down. Look at this. Let's analyze this. What do you think this is, everyone? I have no idea. I thought I was done, but obviously I shouldn't have tapped over like it's on there. See, I never know what's going on. That's why I have to gauge it both ways. That's crazy looking. I have no idea what is up with this. There's a face here, everyone. Look at this. Almost, do you see that? That's like a face right here. I'm trying not to touch it. I have no idea. Tonight's starting out wild. Look at this. Here's a face here. And then we get this weird kind of looking face. Weird. I don't even know. Okay, I have no idea. I wasn't even thinking about anything. And then it's dripping on top of that. It's like all this is dripping. So, look at the paint dripping down. That is weird. I didn't even put that much paint on there for it to drip down, and it's dripping down. Really strange. Okay, hold on a second, everyone. This is weird. I did not, I have no idea. Should we leave it dripped out like that? It's kind of bizarre. Should I leave it all dripped out? Oh my gosh. It's always something. Goodness gracious. Oh, Lord Jesus. Whew. Can I have a night that nothing goes bad? Like, this is weird. And it's dripping, like it's dripping blood or something. No, not to this. We'll just leave this here because there's some kind of mystery to that. Let's just go and let's do another one. There's a little mystery to that, though, and I got to figure out. Because if we use yellow, I don't know. There's some type of mystery. And it started dripping, and I didn't use that much paint on it for it to drip like that. So it's kind of dripping like blood or something. I have no idea. That is bizarre. We gotta go back to that one. That's just weird. Okay, let me just hit the board and find out what's going on with that. I really gotta get on top of this, everybody. Let me find out what's going on with it. Let's hit the board real quick. I'm gonna find out what is happening with this, okay? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go down. I'll take you down to the board and let's find out what in the heck is going on with this. What is up with that? What is going on? What is that face? What is this about? Oh man, I ain't fixing to go there tonight. Oh my God. Man, this is some weird stuff. It's always something. It is always like literally something bad. We'll see if we'll incorporate. Something's going on. It's like with our country, I think. But I'm so exhausted with even fixing to even say stuff. I'm tired of it. It's like, what is up? Show me on this board. Okay, everyone, I'm have to use red. Let's find out what's going on. I gotta back up. But this is like, there's a lot of okay, everybody, there's something about secrets. I didn't feel like getting in the middle of this stuff tonight. I really didn't. But there's something about secrets. But it's going to have a lot of bloodshed behind it. Something about secrets. Do you see this? There's something going on with the moon. I mean, I wish I really getting clarity about this. It's telling me about the moon again. I really don't know. This is okay, everyone. This is happening all over again. And I'm so sick of this. Like, it's weird. This is going down again. There's something going on with the moon. Can you give me clarity? What is going on? What is this? Show me the face. Show me something here. What is happening? Let's see. I don't know if any of this is going to make sense when I show it to you, because right now, I mean, none of this is this is just so much. I'm so tired of being the bearer of bad news. I don't even want to say anything. I'm just so exhausted with bad news. I really am so sick of bad news. It's like, oh my God, I'm not even saying anything. Let's see. Oh, we didn't even ask it for anything. Something is just touching this, everyone. I'm not doing this. I'm not saying anything because I don't want all of you to think I'm just being the bearer of bad news. So I'm not going to really physically say anything. Crossing over. It's going always around. Like something's going around the earth. I don't even know. Okay, everybody, look at this. Now, I might have to add blue into this somewhere, but I just want to give you a little preview because I think I have to add some blue into this. So let's just see what's going on right here. Let's find out. This is, I don't even know what to even think about this, everyone. Something so powerful that only I can read these boards. I mean, we didn't ask it for much, did we? Thank you, Richard. Hi, Richard. So I didn't ask it for anything, but it's really powerful. And it's trying to tell us something, everyone. Something's going on, and it's just trying to tell us something. Let's find out. If we see faces, actually, if you look in this, you can actually see faces. Do you see faces right here? Here's the face of a guy, everyone. And here, if you see that face, see that face of that guy right there? See right here? There's something going on. There's a guy's face right here. He wears glasses. He's wearing glasses. Do you see that? And this could be pertaining to China, anything. This man could be involved in some kind of secret. But then it looks like some kind of monkey up here. I mean, I don't even know. This could be experiments. Who the hell knows? Yeah, who knows? Look at this. I really don't know. Let's turn it. Let's slow turn it, everybody. So here's how I guess we're meant to see it. But let's kind of just slow turn it and see if we find anything like this. And let's see if we can gather anything like this. Because I think in reality, we're supposed to see it like this, everyone. I'm not too sure. We're supposed to actually see it like this, everyone. Because the moon, there's something going on with the moon, everyone. I just wanted to let all of you know there's something honestly going on in the moon. There's something happening up at the moon, in the moon. There's something, and it's trying to warn us desperately, because this was on last night's tap too. Here's the moon, and look, there's some kind of powerful, like electromagnetic, something is traveling from the moon down to hit something. And it's somebody's doing something. It could be doing some type of experiment, who knows, but it could hit us. It literally could hit us. But you see, this was tapped last night, and it's not letting go of it. So it's some kind of dire warning, everyone. So we you know, there's something. See, it's coming out of the moon and it's going down. So there's something happening up in the moon. But it could cause you know, fires and stuff. Look at this. See, it's kind of weird. This is how we're supposed to see it, everyone. I don't think we're supposed to see it the other way. But there's something going on with the moon. I'm trying to see if I can find any faces this way. This is very interesting this way. This is very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. And we do actually find a face, and it's coming out of this man's mouth. Here's the guy involved with this. Look at this, everybody. Do you see this guy up here in the corner? We did find a guy. Look. There's a man that's involved in this. Look, right here he is. And he's behind the moon. Do you see that? Here's a guy right here. He's in the middle of this. Whoever this man is right here, you see the moon, and he's trying to do experiments to create this. And what my intuition is saying, this thing is whatever they're doing up on the moon. Okay, this guy, he's in the middle of this right here. This guy right here, because he's attached to the moon. And so he's involved with this experiment right here, this guy right here. Everybody see that? You can see his nose. He has a distinct nose. You can see his eye. And then here's the moon, but then there's something striking down. Okay, so what is happening is, I don't want to hold it up too much because it's going to drip. But there's something that's huge, like, and it's like it can go like this, everybody. It can, but there's something that it can do laser pointing. They're experimenting on something, but this guy is involved with it right here. And so we did find a face that's involved with this, and that's the guy right there. See, right here he is. He's involved with this right there. So I'm gonna yeah, that's weird. That's weird. He's like involved with this. See how it's striking down, but like this is fire and stuff, everybody. I mean, hell, this is fire, and this is fire and everything. But look at this, these orbs here, these dots here represent China, everybody. This represents China. These round dots here represent China. Well, okay, now do you see how he's hiding behind the moon? There's some kind of experiment or something going on with a laser that they're trying to do something in the moon. They're trying to experiment with something. And this guy, we see his face now, he's involved. If you see this man's face very closely, because he's the one who's behind this moon. See, so he's behind it. See, here's the moon and here's this laser, but we found this man's face that he's behind it. So I mean, there's so much stuff going on. There's a lot going on. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. But then I'm not trying to be rude or mean, but China's involved with it, because right here, these little round circular movements, or that's China. That's China that's doing this. So yeah, we actually found a face that connects to this. That's very interesting. It's really, really, actually very, very, very interesting, everybody, that we actually found a face connected to what this is going on very quickly. And we didn't even ask the board for anything, and I wasn't going to go into all this stuff tonight. I mean, you know. Um, it looks like some kind of laser experiments or something up in the moon. I mean, obviously something's going on up there with laser experiments, because that man's face is behind the moon, and then it has that going down, which that was last night's also. Last night's tap also. Gee whiz. Mm. So we're not, let's just fix it and not hold on to that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, everybody. I mean, there's so much stuff you can't even wrap your mind around it. So you can't, here's the thing, everybody, whatever this guy's doing or trying to experiment on, you can't see it. And this could be why so much stuff is happening, because you can't see it. Like, we can't physically see this with our eyes. Can't physically see it. It's like, there's so much weird technology out here. So are they doing these experiments up there? What's going on? What's happening up there on the moon? It's crazy. Something's going on. It's the moon, So I'm just gonna, rough this album up really, really good and see if we see anything. I'm not going to even ask the album nothing. I'm just going to let it just show us pictures or whatever it wants me to know to tell all of you. How about that? Somebody's building laser stuff. So I'm going to, the more I rough this up, the better we'll be able to see faces on this album. And that's a powerful tap, to be honest with you. That's very, very powerful, because we do see faces, and then out of nowhere, that one, the first one, started just pouring out like blood, and I didn't even put that much paint on it for it to drip that bad. So there's really something, they're trying to draw blood. So whatever's going on, you really got to get on top of that and not play games. Don't have time for dumb stuff, right? Gotta do some real stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna see how good this is roughed up, and let's see. I'm gonna make sure this is really roughed up all around, because see, this here is not good. This is for dancing. This ain't gonna last with the art, but you gotta rough it up. So let's see if that's good enough. Okay. I'm supposed to use blue, and I think it's because it's the ocean, and whatever this is, it's gotta, come across the ocean, so I gotta use blue. Gotta use some blue. Really doesn't matter what blue, because, hey, that's too light of a blue, but, it's dark blue, but how are we going to see it here on this album? We're not going to be able to see it. If it's dark blue, we're not going to be able to see it on the album. So I might have to use that blue, but let's see. And then I'm going to get into the sun, everyone. There's something going on with the sun. There's something, here we go. We'll use this blue. Okay, there's something going on with the sun, and maybe we'll tap that out. Maybe next, or let's see, we're going to tap that out on a board with the sun. There's something happening with the sun. My intuition says that there is something very, very serious going on with the sun. This year, everybody, please be prepared. It's going to be very, very, very hot. There's a lot of stuff going on, and my intuition, there's something, these lasers, and you don't know what all is going on with these experiments, what's hitting, you don't know what's happening and what these people are doing anywhere. So there's something going on with the sun. Okay, you know what, I'll tap that out right now, because while it's in my thoughts, and I need to use the yellow, and I need to use red and orange. That's not good, red and orange, everybody. That's like fire, okay? That's just bad. But, I am the bearer of bad news on here, right? I'm trying not to. But when it comes to the sun, something, my intuition said something whoosh, like that, like, right? Like really busted. Something's happening with the sun. Something's going on really bad. And, so we got to really, I don't know what to say. I don't even know. There's nothing we can really do. So I do have this bright yellow here. So, I can use that. And so I'll use some of this bright yellow and, and see what's going on with that. And let's see what's happening right there. So I'm going to put that there, and let's see what's going on with the sun. I'm going to mix a little bit of this also up in it, just to kind of, so it'll stick really good. Something is acting up. So I'm going to use a little orange, a little yellow, and because of the sun flares and stuff, I'm going to, since this tap is really, really on point tonight, I'm going to just wipe some of this off and just keep going, because, this tap is really, really, well, this is one of my favorite taps, everyone. So this is, some taps, but this is one of my favorite ones, as you can tell. Let me put that on there. But, so we're going to find out, like, what's going on here, okay? With the sun. Now, I have to do the black, because the black to fill in. So I'm going to put you down to the boards, everybody. Yeah, feel free. Thank you, honey. Okay, whatever. Okay. And so, all right, let's find out what is going on with the sun. What is going on with the sun? And I'm gonna let my intuition guide it instead of me saying anything. I think it's better like that. So if I just mentally get on it, and so, and you may not even be able to see this. There's something going on. And my intuition, okay, I got to get out more color. It's pertaining to what is going on. It's this bowl of yeah. There's something happening. Something went into the sun. Something went into it, and it's caused it uh, a lot of stuff to happen. A lot of stuff a lot of activity. I mean, this could be end of time soon here, everybody. We're just going through a lot right now. I mean, we got to really, really brace ourselves, because could be, hold on a second. I mean, not by God, man time, end of time. I mean, by humans and what humans are doing, because we're doing so much weird shit that it's just getting crazy. I have no idea even how to, oh my God, how to even go about this. Shh. And I don't think this is going to make sense, because it really is not even making sense to me. I don't think it's going to make sense to you, because this yellow is really, really, it's the flare that's coming out of the sun. It's like a flare. It's just, it flared out. See, I'm trying to do this flare, and it's kind of gooky on this album, but there's a flare. See, this is like the solar flare, some kind of solar flare, something when it hit, when this like right, it's kind of weird. But there's like something happened, some kind of solar flare, some kind of let me show you. I tapped it this way, but it's like a solar flare, and it just exploded all over. When it you know what I'm saying? There's something going on, and here's like a solar flare. It's like it just exploded all over. But then we see a face right here, everyone. We do see an evil face right here. When we're talking about the sun, we see there's something going on. We see a couple faces in here, and there's so much weird stuff because look, we see a face here and we see a face here. And this could have been whatever hit that. I mean, it just done it. It just, look at this. You see all kind of weird faces, all kind of weird faces all over. Look at that. I mean, and this is a face right here, almost of a devil. Look at that. There's a lot of weird stuff pertaining to what happened with the sun, everybody. Look at this. It's the flares. Yeah. This, I mean, we see faces all over here. There's something going on. Look at this. We see weird, like, I don't know, it could be ancient, this ancient stuff. I mean, this is craziness what's going on in these. This is strange. I can be honest with you. It is really strange. But this is like a solar flare. Just, it's a mess. It's like, all, I mean, it just, when it hit, it went into it, and it just, you know, yeah, we gotta just say prayers, everybody, because there's so much going on, and especially with that hitting the sun like that, what it caused was, I mean, it's going to get really really hot this year, and I don't think a lot of people. I can't even lie to you. I can't sugarcoat it, everybody. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't sugarcoat it, everybody. This ain't, from what I'm seeing, right? And all this, that sun flare, like when whatever hit the sun, right? Okay, it's going to get so hot this summer that I don't think a lot of people are going to be able to handle it. A lot of people could die because it's going to get so hot. It's going to break grids, and then that's when um these uh these hackers are going to take advantage, because they're going to know it's going to be so hot and the grids are going to be breaking. It's going to be bad. I mean, like, we got to just kind of brace ourselves for some things, right? Let me just rub this out, everybody. I don't want this on this board here, okay? Let's kind of just rub this out. Let's just go over this. Let's just go like this, and just, you know what? Let's just go over this, because I don't want to see that. We're rebuking that, because there's so much craziness going on in this world, and there's so many people that are doing so many weird shit that we just can't fall into this. We're not falling into this. We're not. We got to just keep going in a positive way, right? So let's just clear this out. We don't want that negative energy on the board. That's just too much. But it is going to get hot, everybody. Just brace yourself, because it's really gonna get hot, and the heat is going to be pretty intense. I mean, I was telling Mr. Butch this, and I said, even for vending this year, I mean, I have high blood, well, my doctor says I don't have high blood pressure anymore, but I'm sensitive to like extreme heat, and I love to be out in the heat, but when you're sitting out vending all day, it takes a toll on you. But this year, it's going to be so hot, I probably won't be able to go vending, because it's going to be really, 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 really hot this summer. So I'm just saying, wherever it's already hot, California and stuff, it's going to break big records for heat. So, a lot of people aren't going to be able to handle that. Lots of people aren't going to be able to handle it. Let's tap out something positive here. Let's find out something positive, and let's just tap out a beautiful piece of art, because we're just, I don't feel like just all this negative energy. I wasn't planning on it tonight, actually. But, I just tap out whatever. I can't control what comes on this board. But let's just tap out some masterpiece here. Let's just tap out a piece of masterpiece. And we're going to just use beautiful colors. And the moon just wants to keep shining, everybody. Let's just let it shine. If the moon wants to shine. And I'm getting a message. It's weird. But I'm getting a message, like, I don't know what's going on, but it has there's a lot of things happening. My intuition is saying, like, I'm getting this message that there's so much stuff going on at the White House. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on, and it needs to be resolved because of a lot of things that are going to happen this summer. It had whatever negativity or drama or whatever's happening, it has to get resolved before this summer, because there's going to be so much to other things going on that you have to deal with, that it's going to be a lot of people that are going to be leaving the White House. Lots of people, whether it's by their choice or by someone else's choice. It's going to be a lot of things going on. Lots of stuff happening. But there's hackers that are going to take advantage of this. Let's just, though, yeah, look at this. So look how pretty this is, everybody. We just see some kind of beauty in this. I don't know. This is just different. This is just really, really different. I don't even know. This is so euphoric. I don't even know we're going to take our mind somewhere with this. And I have no idea where. I just don't know where we're taking our mind with this. It's almost like we see a person in the center, right? That's weird. It's almost like we see a person in the center looking off to the moon, right? For clarity. You see that? It's almost like we see a person right there. That's different. That is really, really, really interesting, everybody. It's just, and a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't know. I just love tapping out the art. I mean, we just left my intuition just take over, and boy, did it, because a lot of different things on the board and stuff. And this is just really beautiful in person. It's really pretty. So this is something that a lot of people would like. So I can't wait to display my art this year at at the different art events, because it is so euphoric and so deep and so beautiful, and you have to almost see it in person, because, like, online it doesn't do justice, because it's so beautiful, especially these deep pieces. They're really interesting in person, because you can really feel the vibration of it, right? So yeah. So does anybody have anything that they want to test my intuition out for tonight? Before, let's see, it's almost, an hour, but we're not gonna press on an hour, but I will tap out one more board, I think, for tonight. Let's see. Do we got so much. Jason says okay. So nobody has anything. Richard said that's a mysterious tap. It is. You know how it is on here, Richard. Everything's mysterious, right? Everything that gets tapped is mysterious, right? I wanted to, my intuitions hit me hard, you know? Yeah. Richard said, okay. Wasn't that a good one, Richard? Now, see, sitting on an easel, that would look beautiful. I can't wait to dry and high shine that and sit that on an easel. And I did find a whole bunch of easels at Dollar Tree. Actually, I couldn't believe it. They were nice size. They were very nice ones. So I did get a whole bunch so I can set up the art. So Mr. Butch doesn't have to make any because that's going to be too much. I did give him the specs of the size and stuff. So when I measured the ones here for Mr. Butch, but I actually got some at Dollar Tree. So he doesn't have to worry about it. Oh, Jason said his message. He needs a message. And Jason, do you know, can you give me an idea of what you want a message about? Jason needs a message, everybody. Everybody needs a message, right? Everybody needs a message. Everyone needs a message. Jason, what do you need a message about? Jason said he needs a message. Well, what would you like the message to be about? Give me an idea. What past flame? Wait a minute, Jason. What past flame? You mean a past? Because past flame could mean anything. Like when people tell me a past flame, that could be a past person you dated, a past flame. What past flame? You have to be a little bit more specific. Jason, about a past flame. Go ahead, just tell me. Be specific, Jason. I mean, just let me know so I can, is it, because I just think enough. I mean, a past flame, that could mean anything. Was the breakup? Okay, well, the past flame, your past girlfriend, right? Was the breakup a demise, love, and business partnership? Okay, well, okay, all right. And business was involved, right? Well, the thing is, Jason, like you shouldn't have gotten business with this person in the first place, right? You weren't meant to be with that person. It just sometimes things just happen, but I can see where yeah, the clarity on okay. It didn't even really have nothing to do with a third person. Sometimes people just aren't meant to be together, and that's the destiny of it. It's like some people are just in your life for a reason and a season, and then they're out of it, right? And you can't dwell on back there because it's gone. So it's you weren't meant to be. But that past flame is just it's gone, and it wasn't about a third person. It was just about the time was up for the relationship to be up. It didn't really have necessarily anything to do with the third person. It was just its time was up in business partnership. Oh, yeah, I see. No, it was just its time. But really, in reality, I think what you're trying to say is, did this person leave for like a business person that you done business with or you were in business with? Hmm. Really, you shouldn't even have been in business with that person, Jason. In reality, there was a lot of snakes behind your back, and mm-mm. You know what I mean? There's a lot of snakes back there. And as a matter of fact, Jason, like they were taking money from you behind your back. I can just tell, like somebody was like taking some money from you behind your back and you really didn't even really realize it. You know, just like taking money or taking business or something. They're just taking something from you behind your back. No, mm-mm, no, no, it really wasn't. It really wasn't. Not in that. Mm-mm. Yeah. And you couldn't have controlled the outcome anyhow, Jason, at all. You couldn't have controlled it. You couldn't have controlled what happened. And just like I said, some people are, even in business, some people are meant to be in your life just for a season and a reason. That's it. And then it's time, and then shit happens and it just goes. I mean, that's life, you know? That's life. An losing situation. But actually, it is a win situation for you because you're not, you know what I mean? You're in a happier place. So you have your daughter and you're in a happy place. Sometimes shit happens that you just gotta just throw your hands up in the air and go, you know what? If you want to go, you go. If you don't, you don't. You go with whoever you want to. Don't even let it bother you. If they want to go with that person, let them go. You're better than that, right? You're better than that. You don't worry about that. Nope. There ain't nothing you could have done. Mm-hmm. Jason saying he knew that the potential. See, I mean, I'm having a hard time understanding what the potential was there, but you were in the relationship. I must be reading something different. Due to destiny swap by a third party. I can't even. The potential was there, Jason, for a good relationship. You mean past flame, not present flame? Text me, Jason. Like, thank you, Richard. Richard, you, yeah, Jason. You just let it go. Don't worry about those people at all. Don't worry about them. They did too much behind your back. Way too much. Don't worry about potential past. Just focus on your daughter and the here and now, right? Because you got a good life ahead of you, Jason. You really do. You're a good man. You've been through a lot, ups and downs, everything, but you're still standing, you know? You got good bones. I mean, there's good things going to happen for you. Really, good things going to happen for you. I swear to goodness, there really is. And I'm not just saying that because I like you. As you know, on here, I love you. But you never worry about what is lost in flames in a fire because that it wasn't meant to be. But you got good potential for business, everything. You just gotta just definitely. I see some money, something good's gonna happen. You've got some good money coming. Like I'm seeing dollar signs, dude. I'm seeing dollar signs, Jason. I am honestly seeing $3, like dollar signs are coming to my intuition for you. Something's, you know what, Jason? You could even be getting some kind of contract. But I see some dollar signs, dude. You might be making some good money here soon. You might be making some kind of good contract. And I don't even know what you do. So you know darn well you didn't tell me that. But you're gonna make some dollar signs. And you never told me what you've done, so I don't know that. Hi Connor. How you doing? But I just see dollar signs like for you. All over the place. I just my whole intuition is just has dollar signs all over it. I don't know what business you're in, but I know darn well there's some dollar signs involved. I don't know what you I don't know what is I don't know what right yeah exactly. I mean you could be I mean you could be in some movies or industry or anything here, Jason, but you're gonna be having some dollar signs all over you. You've got dollar signs all over you. I'm serious. I am not joking you. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but listen, I'm only letting you know what my intuition's seeing in my eyes. And it's just like falling dollar signs. Seriously. Oh man, always rolling. Okay, whatever it is, you're rolling in some money. That's what I know, and some dollar signs. Oh my god. Oh man, Jason, rolling in some dollar signs. I don't know what. And it's not with dice either. I don't mean that you're getting money from rolling dice. It is like you have dollar signs just falling all over you. I don't know, but whatever you're doing, something's good. And Connor says hello, hi, how are you doing? You're right. A rain full of love. Right. There you go. That's right. Exactly. Because I don't know, whatever you're doing with the money and business, I mean, something's about, you've got it going on there. Now you get a rain full of love. Well, that looks like a damn storm. Oh my god, I don't even know. Okay, dollar signs, you can stop. We know Jason has dollar signs. Look at Richard's laughing his ass off. Richard's like, Tina, don't even go near me. I don't even want to, don't even. Richard's like, it's love, right? Right, Jason, right? I bet, seriously. Jason, I'm telling you, something's up. Dude, you got some kind of good business there going on. What are you doing? The dollar signs can't stop coming out of out of my intuition. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's love, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Seriously. Something's going on. Something's going on with you. Jason's got dollar signs and love in his heart, everybody. Richard can't stop. Richard's like, Tina, don't step over this way. Don't step over this way. That's right. Yes, definitely. Full of love. Of course you're full of love. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're full of love. Well, this one here, everybody, this is ready for something, everybody. I mean, Jason, I mean, don't laugh, Richard. You're laughing. See, Richard thinks stuff's funny. See, it ain't nothing funny. Richard's, what are you laughing at, Richard? Richard's laughing so hard. He does. See, Jason, Richard's laughing so hard at us. It's not even funny. He's laughing. He can't. I see. Richard did Richard did send me a message one time saying that I'm full of shit. I still have that message, Richard. I love you. I love you, but I'm not full of shit. Now I love you, Richard. Just I'm glad I forgave you for a minute, okay? But I know what you said about me. You know my intuition ain't forgetting that. Okay, now. Hi, Lillian. How you doing, sugar? Look at see, and he's and Richard gotta keep that little laughs up. Okay, all right. Don't ain't no sweating, ain't no problem. Right? Oh, that's right, Jason. That's right. How's it going, honey? Is everything going on with you? Honey, you gotta get stuff together. Everything will be all right. Because you're going through some stuff. Everything will be fine. I don't think my intuition's ready for this night. She said she's fine. Oh. Lord Jesus, take the wheel. There's a lot of mess going on, and I've got Oh Lord Jesus, come on, honey. Every time you say you're sad, what is there any a day where you're not sad? Come on, honey. Everything will be all right. You gotta pick. I'm serious. That ain't funny. What are you sad about now, honey? You know this is open intuition night, right? Like it will pass. Whatever this is that you're going through, um, honestly, I really think it's your finances or something. I don't want to tell your business on here, but everything will be all right, honey. I know why. Okay. I don't want to say too much of your business on here, everybody. This is too much. I mean, I'm not even having this because I don't want to tell people's business on here. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, things will get better, honey. They got to get better before they get worse. I mean, that's just life. I mean, this isn't even funny. Shut up, Richard. Stop, Richard. Stop. Richard, please. Love shall conquer. Exactly. Love shall conquer all. And that's what it's doing on this show, everybody. Love is conquering all, one tap at a time, one intuition at a time. And I love all of yous, everybody, no matter what. Oh, oh my. Oh, Lillian, thank you so much. What'd Richard say, Jason? Nothing. He didn't say nothing. He's just saying love shall conquer all. I just gotta keep an eye on Richard. Oh well, I miss everybody too. I mean, I have lost so many people here, everybody. Even on Facebook, some of my Facebook loves too. I've lost so many different uh-huh, yeah, Richard, okay. I love you. Uh-huh. Richard, it's always yeah. Yes, Richard, yes. Thank you, Richard. I swear I don't think sometimes you like me, Richard. But it's okay, okay? Because listen, we all don't have to agree on the same thing. Oh, well, Lillian, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. I love you. And I'm so glad you're on, honey. Things will get better. They gotta be. Everything's gotta go up from here, right, everyone? I'm serious. Because just when life gives you lemonade, you gotta make lemons out of that, right? Because if you stay in sadness and everything, it's not good for your life, everybody. I know when my mom and dad died, they died literally within weeks of apart of one another. And my mom, she was moving, their house was on top of a hill, and she was moving down to the bottom, okay, into a house. And my dad had died, and he was there for her. And as soon as my dad died, everybody, my mom, she literally died right along with my dad. She couldn't even take it. And so they were in the middle of moving everything, and I had to put my mind in this place, Lillian. of that they were going on this drive somewhere and they'll be back. Because if I wouldn't have put my mind in that place, I don't even know how I would have got through like losing both of them back to back at that time, right? And my mom and dad were young, so it was just hard. You have to put your mind in that place of they're in a better place, everybody. You have to, because this right here, people, when people, it even says in the Bible that really, you shouldn't really cry when people die. You got to understand, people, when people die, they're going into hopefully a better place, and we're here on earth, and look what we're going through here on earth right now. It sure is. And guess what? Thank you for coming on there. There you go. Okay. Yeah, Jason, that's right. And I know Jason, and my mom and dad were married for 40 years, and man, my mom could not. As soon as my dad died, it took the life right out of my mom. It just took everything out of her soul, everybody, because that's true love, when you can feel that vibration of love, right? And you can't live without that other person. That right there is old school love. You don't see that anymore. Yeah, that love is so rare and so hard to find, everyone. And that's why, you know I've never been married, because you just can't just go, you just can't do yourself dirty, right? I mean, you just gotta respect yourself to know that you gotta be with somebody that you can have long haul with, right? Not just overnight sensation. Everybody can go find an overnight sensation. But what is that when you're growing, older, well, younger, and you want to spend your life with somebody, right? Yeah, thank you, Richard. And you and my mom and dad were always each other's ride or die, everybody. I'm not lying to you. Like, you talk about like a ride or die couple. My mom and dad were ride or die, everybody. I'm not lying to you. My dad, I mean, I can tell you, oh my God, stories that my dad, like, my mom and my aunt, my dad's sister, they weren't really all that close. And my dad found out that my aunt said something about my mom. And my dad went down and wreaked havoc on my aunt's house. Just put it that my mom and dad were ride or die. Like I'm serious. So, when my dad died, I could not, I knew that my mom would not be able to handle it. I mean, I just had a feeling, because they were each other's ride or die. And so, when I look for somebody like to marry, I just, what I mean? You have to take time to respect yourself, to know that you need somebody that's your ride or die, not just your overnight sensation, because that's easy. That's an easy fix, an overnight sensation, right? Because there's so many people that want that overnight sensation, but that doesn't last, and that's not a relationship at all. I'm not lying to you, because that's just not, that's too easy, to an overnight sensation. Because yeah. Yeah, that's right, Richard. People are struggling with depression. And a lot of depression, everybody, has depression, but we put it on our own selves. Whatever we're depressed about, honestly, 9 times out of 10, we put it on our own selves, because we really shouldn't be stressed out about it. Because God says to place all in His hands, and He'll take care of it. And what do we do as man? We sit and we stress about stuff so bad until we let things get us depressed inside our souls, instead of letting it go and going, okay, I'll handle it. I'm not even going to let depression or anxiety or whatever get the best of me. No, what we do is we sit there, because we're human, everybody, after all, and we sit and we let that stuff eat us up inside so bad until we honestly create our own depression. I swear to goodness, we really do. Instead of letting shit go and letting and just handling it and dealing with it, right? No, we sit and fester in it, and that's what causes depression. We actually cause our own depression, believe it or not. I know it sounds like everybody's like, depression is hereditary and stuff, but we create our own. Inevitably, we create our own depression sometimes. Okay, thank you. First, and firefighter says, please be careful of the chemtrails. I think this has something to do with our moods. Yeah, you gotta grow. Yes, that's right. Because, I mean, I sit and I'm serious, everybody. If you're thinking about your bills, right? And you're thinking about, okay, how you're gonna pay them. Well, you gotta, in reality, you gotta sit and go, okay, well, let me make it. If you can't pay it, then you can make an arrangement. Does people know this? You can make an arrangement. And if you don't remember to do that, then guess what? That's why you're so stressed out. People don't think outside the box of stuff. They'd rather sit and stress out over stuff that they can make an arrangement over or something, right? I'm just being God serious, everybody. I am honestly telling you the truth. And there's so many people they're just putting themselves in financial holes over because they're paying a high car payment instead of driving an old vehicle. I got a Jeep, just an old Jeep that's paid for. No, nobody don't ain't going to fixing to do that, because everybody needs to impress somebody. I ain't in impressing business. If you don't like my car, then guess what? Listen, at least it's paid for, and I ain't stressed out. Everybody's stressing out over something they should not be stressing out about. Everything is figure outable, everybody. Honest to God, everything in this life that we are stressing about, thinking about negative energy, everything's figure outable. If you sit down and calm your nerves down, everything is figure outable. Everything, you can get through it. If it's so trivial, then such as dumb stuff, you don't even worry about that. Okay? You ain't fixing to worry about dumb stuff. We ain't got time to be worrying about dumb stuff. Thank you, honey. You gotta just make lists of in your mind of what's very important, what's dire straits, and what is absolutely not important. And God knows 9 times out of your 10 is you're worrying about what's least important, and you're stressing over that versus what's most important. It's craziness, everybody. I can't deal with this nuts. Yeah, that's right. Jason, he got him an old car too. See, Jason's got an old car and it's living on a prayer. I had an old Ford Focus that almost killed me with the fumes. Come on, people, don't play with this now. Come on. We're creating our own madness here, everybody. Don't do that. And people driving around, don't worry about what people are thinking about what you're driving. Are they paying that car payment, everybody? Let me ask you. Are people paying that high car payment? Um, and are they? Absolutely not. Everybody, I recommend everyone, and this is no lie, to have an old car that's paid off. A vehicle, whether it's old or new, just have a vehicle, one vehicle that's paid off. That way, if you can lose your job, or you can't no longer afford to pay, yeah, exactly, or you can't afford to pay for those cars that have payments on them, at least you have a car that is paid off. Do you see what I mean? Nobody wants to think like that. For flex, right, Jason? Damn right. Seriously, right? Absolutely. But So I mean, people, we're just, we're stressing over nothing. I mean, seriously, stop stressing your life out over stuff. Everything will be all right. When somebody dies, trust and know that, Lord willing, they're in a better place than what we are right here on earth. We, seriously, come on, they're dead. They're not struggling. They're not paying bills. They're not have to worry about what's going on in the world. And right, seriously. So, I looked at that, like when my mom and dad died, I'm thinking, no, seriously, they're in a better place. They don't have to sit and worry about anything, because their time is up. We all have expiration dates, everybody. I don't cry at funerals. I really don't. I'm like, God bless that person. It doesn't matter even if it's family members or whatever, because they're in a better place, everybody. We can't keep, we all have expiration dates. Do you realize that? Every single one of us in our life, we're not meant to live forever. So why are we crying at a funeral when we know darn well all of us have an expiration date? And I think it's just the emotional feeling that, we'll miss that person, but little do we know that person is with us forever in spirit, everybody. Spirit is powerful, more powerful than the living. So you got to know that also. So when somebody dies, they're not dead. They're living life. You just don't see it. You just don't see it. And so when I talked to this lady, and I had an intuitive appointment with her a while ago, her grandson had died, and I told her, I said, well, I said, and I didn't know that she done this. This is just what my intuition told me. And I said, that whenever you stand there at his picture and look at his picture, I said, he knocked something over to let you know that he is still living and he's still there. And she goes, how did you know that? And I said, because he's coming through to me, and I know that. And her heart was so broken, even though I told her, I said, he does not want you to stand there and look at his picture and grieve anymore. He's watching over you. He's watching over you. Live your life. And she literally, she died. But it's sad, everybody. You got to live your life, because sometimes grief can kill us. When my dad died, I loved my dad so much. I thought I was going to die. I really did. I thought I was going to die. That's how much it took my breath away, because I was, so close to my dad. And I'm thinking, man, my dad's in a better place. I can't see, I can feel the vibration, I can feel it. And so we got to just, we're putting too much, we're thinking about too much stuff, and we're putting all that anxiety and depression in our bodies that needs not to be there. People, don't do that to yourself. Don't grieve people when they die. They're in a happier place, I'm telling you. Unless it's something traumatic that happened to them. That's very sad. That is very hard to get over, everyone. Somebody is murdered or something like that. That is very sad, and that is tragic, and that is stuff that people have a very, very hard time getting over. And so, and that's how this lady's grandson was murdered. But so lady's son was murdered. But don't put stress on yourself, because as you're putting the stress on your body, it's killing your body inside, everybody. Your body can't handle all that stress that you're putting yourself under. It's not worth it. Live and let live, let go of, and have memories, everybody. When somebody passes on, you got memories. There's memories of them everywhere. You got pictures, you've got warm feelings of them. They're not gone. They may physically never come back to you in physical form, but their spirit remains. So you should never sit and be in sad, Lillian. Never, never. So, it's just, life is a beautiful journey, everybody. This is a journey right here in life that we should never take for granted, because we don't know when our expiration date's going to be. And God wants us to live life to the fullest. And with that being said, everybody, have a blessed night, and I'll see you tomorrow. And let's tap out some tapping about love, everybody. So listen, this is going to be a good one tomorrow, because there ain't no craziness, because we're going to tap out about love tomorrow. And we're going to tap out and find out what good is actually going to happen this year. I mean, we're tired of all the bad. We can't take no more bad, everybody. We've already been through the bad parts. We need to find good parts, right, of this life right here. We got it, of our country, of the government, of everything. There's got to be good that comes out of everything, out of the ashes of a fire, right? So not all is bad in anything, right? We just have to pick ourselves up and keep going and keep moving. Yeah, Jason says, but you gotta make sure. Right, Jason? Thank you, Richard, baby. Yeah, live, love, and laugh. That's right. That's all you can do, Jason. And if you're sitting there, sad over stuff, you can't be, everybody. God don't want us to sit in sadness and worrying about stuff over and over and over again. That's not funny. It's not good for our lives. It's not good. Doesn't matter what we lost. We can always regain things. It's life. So everybody have a blessed night, and I will see you tomorrow, everybody. I don't even know if we even want to look at this stuff tomorrow, dried and high shine. Let's just keep moving on, right? Keep moving on from that stuff. Keep moving on. I'm going to have sections of art, everybody. The morbid to, so that way people can see. I'm not even going to explain to them. I'm just to the morbid, to the this, to the love, right? I'm going to have different sections set up of my art, because it's just, oh my God, right? Can't explain half of this art to some people. They wouldn't even buy it, right? Oh my God, they'll be like, Tina, I don't know if I want to get that one, and I have to flip the conversation around. Oh my God. But yes, you live, love, and be happy, everybody. Be happy. No matter what people say, and no matter what people say about you, you have to be happy. Be your own kind of wonderful, right? We're all in this together. We're all in this America and in this world together, everybody. We got to be happy. We got to be happy. We got to be happy for one another. No matter if we like people or not, everyone. That's another thing that we'll talk about tomorrow. It's my intuition saying no matter if we like people or not, we all got to be happy for one another instead of always putting each other down. We can't do this no more, everybody. We're at the guts of sinking if we keep doing this. We're sinking, right? We got to start lifting each other up. We're sinking to the guts. But everybody, I love you. So have a blessed night, and I'll see you when I see you. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody.